to share his perspective. We are absolutely privileged to welcome a true veteran who has championed India's tech and innovation ecosystem for decades. From shaping Bangalore's early IT revolution to now driving the state's multi-billion-dollar digital economy goals. Please join me in welcoming our guest of honor, Mr. BV Naidu, Chairman of the Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, for his address, please. A big round of applause for him. Can I come, sir, please?
Honorable Minister for Medical Education and Skill Development, Mr. Raghuveer Srinivasan and Mr. Venkatesh Babu, and my colleague KDEM CEO Sanjeev Gupta, and of course, IESA President, he is also here, and IESA is a partner of the KDEM, is a shareholder of the KDEM, and works very close with us, See, again, I'm seeing Venkatesh Babu after a long time, and the gentleman, I used to know him maybe 25, 30 years back, with a lot of hair in the head, young man, and very energetic, enthusiastic, and very inquisitive, much more than anything. That's what is a good journalist should have, that, right? All those qualities Venkatesh Babu has, and I've seen him growing and stepping up on the ladder in various organizations. Good to see you again, And our minister spoke, I think he's the minister, I don't know how many of you know, he is the doctor by profession, that's why he's taken medical education, but also very simple politician, and also wanted to create a larger impact of the economy in our Karnataka. That is the reason he picked up the skill development, which is a key for any economic growth for the state. So I think Mr. Srinivasan has already mentioned that MSMEs play quite a significant role for the economic growth. We are all proud that we became the 4th largest economy in the world and poised to go probably 32 trillion by 2047, becoming the developed country. As of now, when you see, I think that seems to be possible, but it's also difficult. It's not that easy because our per capita income is still $2,200. Unless our per capita income grows to $20,000 or $25,000, we will not become a developed country. To do that, obviously, it is not only larger organizations, larger corporations that can play a role. MSMEs has to play a much significant role. That is the reason we all need to work together to make sure that MSME foundation is strengthened in our country and they could create a much larger. When you look at what is the significant contribution of this economy, is obviously the IT industry has played a much larger role with a $280 billion contribution to the Indian economy, and Karnataka obviously the state that it provides an $80 billion contribution. And when it comes, look at the digital economy is what many people do ask. Digital economy is nothing but the tech economy that is driving the country, plus digital transformation that is taking the different industries, plus our DPI, digital public infrastructure, all of them together. And that is growing. Right now it is a $500 billion, contributing 30% of the Indian economy. But when it comes to the Karnataka, this digital economy contributes 35 to 40% of the Karnataka economy. That is the reason the Karnataka Digital Economy Mission has been created with a mission and a passion that it will continue to strengthen that. And this is a very interesting organization. KDEM is a government, works with the government. It is an industry body, works with an industry. That is the significance of the KDEM. And Sanjeev drives around fantastic team of around 20-25 people whom we selected from the industry to help and support the Karnataka government. That's what KDEM does that. When the Karnataka, obviously, when I asked Sanjeev what are our targets, Sanjeev says fantastic numbers, but at least by 2032, what Sanjeev? You'll be $400 billion in the digital economy, and then $1 trillion by 2047. If at all we need to reach $1 trillion by 2047, it's not that easy. A lot of things we need to do. IT industry would grow, continue to grow, and MSMEs continue to play a role. I think somebody mentioned that thousands of these small and medium enterprises do support these large organizations. Either take the Accenture kind of an organization or Infosys or anybody, they do depend on a lot of MSMEs down the line. The reason is these MSMEs can innovate. They are the people who can, agility is very high. They can contribute a lot to the larger companies. Unfortunately, in our country, few things needs to change. Most of the time, when the MSMEs wanted to access the government projects, there are always, the hurdles of the EMDs, hurdles of the eligibility and all that. Just because of that, the larger corporations do get these jobs from the governments, but they don't do anything. They subcontract to the MSMEs. That change we need to look forward, sir. You are there as a minister, so I think you need to see how we can change that in our, Karnataka, at least if not in India. Second is the market access. Market access for these companies is very, very challenging. It's not that, they can't participate in the global exhibitions. And Karnataka is one organization that has brought in a lot of initiatives to support this. Just to name a few, what is needed by the MSMEs? Number one, they need the capital, right? To ease out the capital, KDEM and Government of Karnataka worked very close with the SBI. And I don't know how many of you know, the SBI has a startup branch in Koramangala. In less than 1 year, they have 2,500 startups registered with us, and they sanctioned 1,200 crores of the loan without any collateral. It's not that easy, right? We always wanted bankers. They always ask the collaterals from the. Now the government has the CGTSME scheme that needs to be enabled by all the government, all the banks. That's what we have been working with all the banks. SBI came forward and did that. Not just that. SBI wanted to sign an MOU for infusing 5,000 crores into the electronics manufacturing industry. Right? So that will solve the problem, at least to some extent. Second thing, what the government has done, government to support these startups and SMEs, they created this program called Elevate, one of the most successful program of the government of Karnataka. Mr. Priyank Kharge very passionately drives that. And in fact, the other states are trying to emulate that model. And any small company, anywhere between 10 to 50 lakhs grant they can get through that. And I think 165 crores has been already dispersed through this program. So this is another thing. That's the access to the capital. Second, what is needed is that infrastructure, right? Most of the companies may not have the test facilities, Karnataka is one, that has the test facility, a program called SAFAL, government supported, which is helping and supporting the small and medium electronics design companies and manufacturing product companies. And the test facilities, I don't know how many of you know that there is an organization called Lahari in Mysore, and one of the most advanced test facilities that is available for the SMEs in Mysore. Not only that, Karnataka is only our state which has 32 COEs in a different technologies, provided. So all the small and medium enterprise can go use that infrastructure to grow. The third, what is needed, I told you as a market access, right? So market access in a small way, Karnataka, the BTS. BTS is a big event there. The MSMEs get an exposure to participate and exhibit themselves. And they are getting an exposure to the lot of global organizations coming and participate in BTS. And also Karnataka provides the incentive for the companies to go and participate in the international exhibitions. So that is also to some extent that's all. The other one, what we passionately driving is the Beyond Bangalore. How many of you are in this hall are from, Mysore, Mangalore, Hubli? Can you raise the hands? Very few hands. Did you know what's happening in those places? I think some of you take out some time and go and see. Belgaum has 1.7 lakh, MSME organizations. Mysore has 1.5 lakh organizations. Last 3 years, KDEM is taking this as a mission, Beyond Bangalore mission, and supporting the industry to grow. Mysore is growing. The IBM kind of an organization has grown. Along with that, there are a lot of other small and medium-sized companies. Yesterday, one met one of the very small company, some 10 people company. What are they doing? They're doing components for the drones in Mysore. As of now, the drones, 80% of the drones components are imported. Now, this small company trying to create import substitute for the, these drones. That is the kind of companies we need, right? So Mysore is growing both in terms of the small and medium-sized software companies and also electronics companies, etc. And also Mysore is getting a PCB park and the electronics manufacturing park, etc. Look at Mangalore, what is happening. I think some of you should go and see. There is a Silicon Beach program, and maybe you can Google it. You will know what is happening. Not many people are aware. There is a Danish company, has 1,200 people in Mangalore, and 20 Danish nationals sit there, happily work in the daytime in the office, in the evening they surf in the sea. They say that's the best place that they could find. Same thing, they can't do it in Bangalore, right? So this smaller organization Beyond Bangalore has such a power, very pleasant environment, and the people who are the people working there, the people from the nearby villages, with 30 minutes they can reach Mangalore. They work and go back to their villages in the evening. Can anybody do that in Bangalore? They can't even reach their office, right? So please go and see those places. One of the best co-working places are there. That is an infrastructure. Same thing is happening in Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum. So this is one of the mission we strongly believe is going to help a lot. The last is the talent. I think Minister spoke about that. Sir, I congratulate you for announcing this Nipuna program along with IT/BT department KDEM is implementing. The idea is how can we make the talent available to the industry at an affordable cost. And Nipuna, I think my colleague was mentioning that, is already, I think 4,000 people have been trained and this year itself. So this is the talent. That is another important thing that MSMEs need that. Right? And the last one, I talked about the infrastructure market and talent. Talent also, we started another, Honorable Minister has started another program. How do you collaborate between the industry and then academia? This program is also first of its kind in India. There are 100 enterprises came forward, adapting the academic institutions, working with an academic institutions to fine-tune the curriculum to produce them. Otherwise, when the AI transformation is happening, it's not that very easy for the SMEs to cope up with that. So a lot of government support is needed. That's what government is doing. So with all that, what is that we can achieve? As a Karnataka As I told you that I think Karnataka has around 54 lakh, 27 registered and another 27 lakh unregistered SMEs are there. Even each SME contributes to one employee. That means we are going to have another 50 lakhs of manpower requirement. Are we ready for that? No. This is very difficult task, and that is the reason Government of Karnataka came forward working with an industry. KDEM is supporting that to make sure that this gap is filled so that MSMEs contribute a lot into this economy and make sure that the Karnataka will continue to grow both in terms of the innovation and in terms of the manufacturing. Like Minister mentioned, design in Karnataka, engineered in Karnataka, manufactured in Karnataka, and not only the Indian market, access the global market. Whatever is needed, I think government is trying to do that, and now it is the time for you to perform. You people have everything that is required for you to perform. There is a markets are growing, government support is there, fund is there, talent is getting ready, then test centers are there. Now this is the time for you to perform. So with this, I will stop here, and I urge everybody to at least go and see what is happening in any of the Beyond Bangalore clusters. We believe for our continued economic growth, the Beyond Bangalore is going to provide a sustainable growth, not just economic growth happening in Bangalore. Bangalore is happening and it will continue to happen. What is more is, can we grow this economy in those clusters? That's where we need the support of all of you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.